So this is lesson 3 of Learn ASL, and we're going to get right to it. We're following this book, which in my opinion is an amazing book, and this is how you learn ASL. That's just me. Anyway, so the first thing we're going to learn in lesson 3 is the basic sentence structure, sentences with verbs, which we're going to follow the subject-verb-object. So the example, I have a book, right? I being the subject, have being the verb, and then book being the object. I have a book. There you go. I have a book. Or, and here's another sentence. He needs money. He, the subject, needs the verb, money, the object. He needs money. It's time for money. She wants a car. There you have it. And then we have other sentences such as I have a book, I need a book, I forget a book, I remember the book, I like the book, I know the book, I want the book, all of those things, right? I forget the book. I remember book. I like book. I read book. I find book. I enjoy book. All of those things you could say. Yep, that is subject, verb, object. And now here we have basic sentence structure, pronouns and nouns. Pronouns are often used together with nouns. In these cases, the pronoun can function like the English word the to specify. The pronoun can occur either before or after the noun. So here we have the sentence, the man knows me. You could say man he, know me he, right? The pronoun he, you can say twice. And it, why not? Twice. So, man, he, know, me, he. Right? Man, he's over there. He, know, me, he. You could say, the woman has my book. She, woman, have book, she. Right? Notice that in the first sentence we said man, he. But in this sentence we say she, woman. That's the thing, yet again, there are some things where you can switch them around and it means the same thing. Man and then pointing and then saying it's a woman, it doesn't drastically change the sentence. It doesn't mean all of a sudden that person isn't going to understand if I point first and then noun, or if I say the noun and then point. Chill. We'll get to really strict sentence structures later. So, she, woman, have my book, she. You could say that. She, woman, have my book, she, right? Or you could say, the woman knows me. The woman likes me. The woman likes the book. Tons of ways you could sign that. You could say the man has paper, right? Sign for paper. You could say the man wants money. You could say the girl has the chair. All of that jazz. Now we go on to basic sentence structure with adjectives and nouns. Adjectives appear either before or after the noun. See, yet again, it sometimes just doesn't matter. Is it before? Is it after? With small sentences, it could go in front, it could go in the back, and everyone still knows what you're talking about. So, I want a red box. You could say, I want box red, or you could also say, I want red box. right? So I want box red. I already forgot. Right, this is box and red. I want box red. Or you could say I want red box. Means the same thing. I remember a blue car. You could say car blue or you could say blue car. The adjective could go first, the adjective could go last. It means the same thing. Text message. We'll check that later. I remember car blue. I remember blue car. This is blue, so red, blue. And then you can, some practice sentences we have. I read book, interesting. Right? I read an interesting book is the sentence. Right? Interesting is last, but you could say interesting book, book interesting means the same thing. He has a pretty home, or he has home pretty. Right? Means the same thing. She wants the blue chair. Right? You could say she want chair blue, she want blue chair. Means the same thing. So those are just a couple of sentences. Repeat exercise. Aha! This is my favorite part of ASL. Lesson 3 introduces you to some basic classifiers. Classifiers are descriptive adjectives. There are some signs called classifiers, which are used to represent the size and shape of an object. Variations in the form of classifiers can be used to show the relative size of objects. So, a very basic classifier is classifier F. You could do it like this, you could do it like this. Classifier F. And it can represent any small, flat, round object like a coin, a button, or a watch. Right? So you could do buttons, you could do a watch. Then we have classifier bended L. Right? For a flat, round object such as a pancake, a dish, a plate, a hamburger. Right? There you go. And then you can do it slightly bigger for a bigger plate, such as a large plate, a big steak, a large puddle, a large platter, anything like that. Then we have the classifier C. For small container-like objects such as a cup, a glass, a bottle, a vase, a can. And you could do it, two-handed as well for a bowl, a large can, even a thick cable, or a log. And then you can just stretch it out, right? For like a pail, or a hat box, or a big bucket, or a big trash can, anything like that. And then we also have classifier B, hand shape, like this. Anything that is flat, like a table, a shelf. You could do it long. You could do it like this, or you could do it like this, right? For a long table, a plot of land, a long shelf, a long board, anything like that. Those are tons of classifiers. So, if you're describing a long sheet of paper, which classifier would you use? Would you use this classifier? Would you use this classifier? Well, it's a flat piece of paper and it's long, so you'd probably use this. A tortilla. Depending on the size of the tortilla. A round mint. Just like that. An unfolded map. A beer can. A soap dish. Right? A bucket. A cereal bowl. Anything like that. Now we go to vocabulary of lesson 3. First word is about, such as, what is that about? Or what are you talking about? Or I was talking about. About. Bed. Black, as in the color. Blue, book. Box. This is also the sign for package or room. Yes, box and room have the same sign. Brown. Another sign for brown is this. Wait, I'm doing it right. This. I've never seen that sign ever used. It's in the book, but I'm telling you now, I've never seen it used in real conversations. I've always seen this. Whether we're talking about the skin or just regular color brown, I've always seen this. Car. Chair. Class. Color. Dialogue, talk with, a back and forth, a conversation. Enjoy, which can be one-handed or two-handed. Find, discover. Fingerspell. Fingerspell is when you spell out someone's name. Like my name is Rebecca. Right? Rebecca. Right? When that motion, you go fingerspell. For, as in what for? For, that for. Forget. From, as in where are you from? From. Gray, the color gray. Green, so letter G, shake, shake, shake. Have, as in I have, I own, I possess. Home, I'm going home. In, no, I know that, I'm aware of that. Like, I like. Lose, as in you lost something, lose. Or you can even do this. Money, already showed you. Name. Need, as in it's necessary. New, something modern. Old. Orange, the color and fruit. Paper, already showed you. Practice, exercise, train, rehearse, all of that. Read. Read, already showed you. Remember, already did that. Sign or sign language. Table, desk. Thank you. Want or desire. White, as in color. White person. To be honest, I don't see a lot of people sign that. I usually just see this. But you may see it. Yellow. And that is it. Lesson 4 will be whenever we do lesson 4.